Hi everybody, my name is Sahil. I'm one of the sleep medicine doctors here at Empower Sleep. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your non-vented mask. Before I jump in, just FYI, in the notes, there's going to be this paper published in 2013 that shares the evidence of how this whole non-vented setup works. Feel free to check it out so you have some context on why this can be useful, especially in people who have this kind of sleep apnea called high loop gain sleep apnea. It's like obstructive sleep apnea with central features. And the quick summary is the enhanced expiratory rebreathing space, or dead space is the other term that we use. It essentially allows one to rebreathe expired carbon dioxide. And what we believe is people who have central sleep apnea, their sensitivities to carbon dioxides are a little bit different. They just have a overly responsive respiratory control center, and there are medications that can stabilize this. And then there is the rebreathing of carbon dioxide, small amounts that can help stabilize this. Okay, so that's that. So if you look at the so now let's talk about the setup. There's going to be different masks will have different setups. And in your packaging, you should have received a specific elbow mask. And when you look at this, on here, it will say, it's kind of hard to see in this video, but there should be an arrow that says mask, and it has a pointer. So the mask arrow is pointing to this side here. So that means that this is going to go towards a mask, and then this side is going to go towards the hose. Okay. So, for example, getting this set up now, uh, you should have a setup that looks something like this. You have your CPAP mask, and you have a hose. In this case, I have a non-heated hose. And what you're going to do is connect this piece of blue tubing that you have directly to the mask. It should connect easily. These are all adapters at standard sizes, so this should connect easily. And each of the cuts, this is 50 cc's, 50 cubic centimeters of dead space. If someone is using this much uh, tubing, they are rebreathing 50 cc's of uh, expired carbon dioxide. If they are using a larger tube, something like this is 100 cc's of carbon dioxide. And if you're not using anything and you're connected to the setup that I'm about to show you, you are rebreathing um, no additional carbon dioxide. Okay. We typically start off with 50. 50, we can go up to 200, but usually somewhere between 50 to 150 is what does the trick. And the way that we know this is working is based on tracking your sleep with the sleep image home sleep testing system, the ring and the data that you're going to see in the app. And the effects of this are usually quite dynamic, and it's not like you need to wait a couple of days to see if this works. You'll be able to see if this works within a night or two. A few sort of prerequisites to make sure uh, that need to happen to make sure this works. You want to make sure that your mask has a good seal. So as this, whatever mask you have, you want to make sure the interface is good and solid, and there's not a lot of leak, because if there is leak, the concept of dead space kind of goes out the window, because with that leak, all of the exhaled carbon dioxide is getting lost whenever there is that leak that's happening. Okay, so you're going to have your mask. You're going to connect this 50 cc's of tubing to the mask. To this, you're going to connect the this elbow that is a one-way valve. And the side that says mask, you're going to connect that to the mask. And The other side, you're going to connect this to your hose. And what you're going to realize is this will not connect directly to the hose. The sizes are the same. These are both female ends. So what you need to do is you should have received a adapter. We take this one off. You're going to connect this smaller adapter. It's gonna fit inside, and then to this you're going to connect your hose, and and now you should be ready to go. The only thing that you need to do now is there should have also been putty in your packaging. It's like the putty that swimmers use, and you're going to take a small piece of this putty, and you're going to plug the expiratory vents on the mask here, like this, like what I'm doing, um, to make sure that the holes are plugged. And then you're also going to and that's going to be it. You're not going to plug any of the holes on this vent. And what you'll see is there's a little plastic flap. As air flows in, this flap will block off this expiratory vent, and that's going to be it. So you're going to sleep you're going to connect the distal end of the tube to the machine, and then you're going to be good to go. And that's basically it. It's a relatively straightforward setup. So basically, what you're doing now is because these holes are plugged, when you exhale into your mask, you're exhaling that carbon dioxide into this 50 cc's volume, 50 cc volume of tubing. And when you then take a breath, you're going to rebreathe this amount. So we're going to start off with 50. You're going to see how you tolerate it over, say, 1 to 3 days and talk to your doctor who's taking care of you, who's recommended this. And if that improves or stabilizes your breathing, then well and good, nothing else to do. But if it doesn't, and assuming there is no significant leak that we'll be able to see on the back end, then we're going to ask you to change this 50 cc's of tubing to the 100 cc's that I have over here. And you're just going to replace the other tube and connect this one like this. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, please, feel free to ask your physician or NP who has made this recommendation. I will put the paper in the notes. And here again, depending on the mask, the this is an example of without the blue tubing, so without the dead space, so without the ERS. You're just connecting this. You're making sure that you plug these holes, and the safety valve is this elbow that allows the excessive pressure and air to be released. If you have any questions, again, just let us know. Thank you. Bye bye.